The most attractive person in the room is always the person that stands out from everybody else. Dating coaches like to use definites, right? Like, if you are extroverted, outgoing, social, and super confident, women are gonna like you. But that's not actually true. If there was a room of 100 men and every single man in the room was extroverted, outgoing, super confident, and and powerful and rich, they wouldn't be the most attractive person in the room. The most attractive person would be the quiet introvert that was actually into romance and playing guitar. What I'm showing you here is it is the opposite that is usually the most attractive. And I've seen this wherever I go in the world. I remember when I was living in Africa and I was blown away by how many really big women they are. Beautiful, but very big women. And I remember saying to one of my friends, Fikile, I was like, all the women here are so big. I was like, and you're not the same kind of size. She goes, I know, I wish I could look like them. And I was like blown away. This woman had like six-pack abs and just looked phenomenal. But she was like, yeah, I really wish I could be as big as them. Like, they're just so beautiful. Because the role of beauty over there was completely different. To me, though, I thought she was the most attractive because she was the one that stood out, right? That was the one that caught my eye. And I've seen this time and time again. Whenever I hang out with like a whole bunch of dating guys, they never do that well. The person that does well is the guy that isn't really good at dating, that's kind of like shy and awkward, because that's the one the women are going to gravitate to, because they can be like, oh, look at this guy, he's shy, let me help you. And then all the women will surround this guy and try and help him, and he'll get the results first because he stands out. So I want to remind you that when everyone zigs, you should zag. So what that means is, in any given environment, if you want to be the most attractive person, just think, what is everyone else doing? And what could I do that would be different to that? Now, that doesn't mean be the opposite. So if everyone else is being really, really cool, that doesn't mean you be weird and strange, right? That's not going to work. But if everyone else is being like too cool for school, why don't you be the really friendly person that goes around and meets everybody, right? By still staying in the positive and still being a good person, but focusing on standing out by acting in a slightly different way to everyone else, you're more attractive. And I have used this time and time again. The very first time I used it was actually on my very first program where I was a dating student learning to be a dating coach. And there was a woman, and there were 10 of us, 10 guys, and all of us were made to go and approach this woman. I feel so bad for her. And there was like 9 guys in a row went up to her and like, hey, so what are you doing around here? Or hey, where'd you come from? Or hey, can I get your opinion on something? One after the other. And then I was made to do it. And I didn't want to do it because she'd just been approached by 9 guys, but like it was part of the program, you had to do it. So I walked up to her and I said, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. No one else had apologized for approaching. I was like, I feel really bad, but I just saw a whole bunch of guys come and approach you. Was that weird? Because I wanted to, connect with her because I felt bad. And she goes, it was kind of weird. I was like, that's so strange. I was like, yeah, actually, I know those guys. They've been planning for a while to come and hit on you. They were like, trying to see who could do it. And she goes, oh, well, I prefer you. And it was simply because I'd acknowledged what was actually going on, right? I was different. So once again, if I could give you a cool skill set, it would be the ability to recognize who everyone else is, or the majority of the people, and stand out from the crowd. I hope you enjoyed the dating advice in this video. I've got a little gift for you that I'd like to share with you that breaks down how to become so attractive that women chase you. If this is something you're interested in getting, you can get it for free by looking for the link in the description of this video, clicking on it, downloading the guide, and learn how to be so attractive that more and more women begin the effort to chase you.